Hi everyone, welcome to my relationship chat room, Love Samantha Daniels style. I'm here with you for the next little while to talk about all things having to do with dating, sex, romance, love, and relationships. And so what I try to do during our time together is to get people to raise their hand and to ask me any questions that they have having to do with their relationships. It can be something that's going on in your relationship that you're having right now, or it could be something having to do with what you're thinking about going forward with somebody who you're trying to start dating. It can be just something that you want to share with the room about what's been going on with you in your dating or your relationship life. You can talk about what's been going on in the holidays, and New Year's Eve is interesting time, and the holidays interesting time for times people have a lot to say about that. We can talk about the celebrities if you want, what they're doing in their relationships, which is always going insane, especially in that Spears household with Britney Spears and Jamie Lynn Spears. That's some real craziness over there. So I like when people raise their hand, because then we get into an interesting, healthy dialogue about dating and relationships. I recognize some of you, and for those of you who are new, I am a professional matchmaker, and I spend each and every day helping people find love and get into relationships. So I actually have real people in New York and in Los Angeles hire me to help them find a relationship, find a man, find a woman, so that they can get married. So I spend each and every day listening to what goes on with men and what goes on with women with regard to relationships, and I hear a lot about what men like and what they don't like and what we. So as a result, I have a wealth of information from over 10 years of being in this business and helping close to 100 couples get married. I also have a book out, which is called Matchbook, The Diary of a Modern Day Matchmaker. And I just launched an internet television show called RelationshipChatter.tv, where 3 times a week I answer questions having to do with dating, sex, love, and romance. So you're welcome to check it out. So I'd like to take some questions while you're thinking of them. We get emailed in a bunch of questions every week from different people who are listening to the show, and I guess they think of something after the show's over, so I'm going to take a few questions. And to answer Kids Master's question, the show is broadcast on the internet, so you can go to RelationshipChatter.tv, and as soon as I stop pushing my transmit button, I'll type it for you. You see it on the internet. It's a 3-minute show, 3 times a week, so it's really fun. You can win prizes there, and you can sign up to receive notices when it's going to be on. You can register to win different cool Hollywood prizes, so you can all check it out, and I will type it in. It's very quick. It's just a webisode, which is very popular on the internet these days. So anyway, we're going to take some questions now. I'm going to go to Oriana to read some of my emailed questions.
Hi, Samantha. I have a question from Liz from Washington, D.C. She says, I think my husband is cheating on me. I can't be certain, but it's just a feeling that I have. Can you give me some advice on how I can tell if he is?
Sure, Liz. Thanks for your question. Cheating is one of those things that it freaks everybody out, because you think that you know that your significant other's cheating on you, but a lot of times you don't have any proof. You just have that feeling. And especially as a woman has that women's intuition where she just kind of senses that something's happening. And it sucks, because you're married to this person, or you're in a relationship with this person, and you believe in him, and you think he's honest, and you think he's honorable, and you think he would never cheat on you, yet you think he's cheating on you. So we've all been there. And Roddy, I don't like that. If you're going to say that you're cheating, then I don't really want you to be commenting, because cheating is bad, 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 bad. So getting back to Liz's question, let me give you a couple things that you can look for to try to figure out if the guy is cheating or if you're just paranoid. The first thing, thank you, Roddy, I agree, it's bad, bad, bad. You shouldn't want to do it. You shouldn't want to be that guy. Now getting back to Liz, first thing is that you want to really check out your husband or your boyfriend and see about him. So maybe he has this new snazzy hairdo, or maybe he's wearing new cologne, or maybe he's wearing new clothing. You know, all those things say that maybe there's some other woman who's chiming in and telling him what she wants and what she doesn't want. So that's like clue number one. Clue number two is he's shaking it up differently in the bedroom. Is your sex different? Is it more plentiful? Is it less plentiful? Is it different? Has he always been into the missionary position and now all of a sudden he's trying all these new and diverse positions? Why is that? Where is he learning how to do it? Why is he doing it this way? Sometimes when you're having an affair, your juices get going, so you actually want to have sex more. So you're having sex with the mistress and then you want to have more sex with the wife. So that could be another indicator. Or sometimes if they're having tons of sex with the mistress, then they don't want any sex with the wife. So that's another thing to look for. You want to look and see, has his schedule changed at all? Has his schedule changed, meaning you've been with this guy for a while, you know that every morning he wakes up, he gets to the office at 8:45, and you know that the job ends at 5:45. If all of a sudden he's telling you that he's got to work until 9 o'clock and he hasn't told you that he's gotten a promotion or a special project or whatever it is, what is he doing now between 5:45 and 9 o'clock that he wasn't doing before? He might be with another woman. So those are some of the things that you can look for, and if you catch him and if he's guilty, then kick that guy to the curb and go find a good guy who will work for you. So that's my advice. So Hot Creamy Piece, do you have a question for me maybe? Or Kissmaster 1961, you want to comment or ask or share something on the topic that we're just talking about? I'd really enjoy that. Okay, we're going to take another question in the meantime. Pam, thanks.
Okay, I have another question from Clara in Wisconsin. She says, I'm dating two guys at once. Is this bad?
I think that's an interesting question about dating two guys at once, because I think that for some women it's actually pretty healthy for them to date two guys at once because they kind of maintain their sanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just focusing all of your energy on one guy and being paranoid when he doesn't call and sitting around by the phone waiting for his phone call, if they're two guys that you're focusing on, then you're kind of jockeying it a little bit and your energy comes across a little bit differently. So guy number one, he's sort of sensing that you're interested, but he's not sensing that desperation. Guy number two, same thing. You become more empowered and you actually look better to these guys, and the more disinterested or uninterested you seem, the more interested they become. So I think that the two guy situation is a pretty good one in the beginning. But what the other thing it says when you're dating two guys is that there's not one guy, because at the end of the day there needs to be one guy. And so if you have two, that means that you don't like one of them enough to make him be the one. So you need to keep that in mind, that two maintains your sanity,